playground by Smith Street. It had this phone number on it, and, well, I just wanted to make sure the dinosaur made it back to its little owner.
When I found the little sippy cup, I just had to give you a call. It's for a kid, you know?
I know my son gets super attached to the smallest things, even a fire truck, and I'd be happy to drop it off.
We'd do anything for kids, yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hey, I'm Reba McEntire. Building my career has taken a lot of dedication, sacrifice, and support from my family. But nothing like the dedication and sacrifice the men and women of our armed forces and their families demonstrate every day. So whether you're currently serving, a veteran, or a military family member, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all you do. It's what you do that allows my family to enjoy all the freedoms of our great country. May God bless you and God bless the USA. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Welcome back to Lion Tales, powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm your host, Dr. Linda Nadian, along with Aurora Workman, and our guest today is an entrepreneur, a custom designer that creates unique designs, and she teaches sewing to all audiences. Algenia Pat Mouzan, class of 2016.
Hi.
So how would you summarize your learning experiences here at Nassau Community College?
I would summarize that as very educational, very well needed, because I'm a self-taughter, and it's good to know what's in the world. And I would just say that it was a very tough, eye-opening experience, and it was a great experience, and I'm glad to be here.
And what advice would you give to yourself back when you were a student, looking back now, and that you came and left and came back and then completed this degree? And what would you say to yourself
Linda,
as a student?
The same thing I've been saying all the time. I'm number 10, and I don't give in, and I don't give up. And the people around my way, when they hear me talk, they think like, oh, you're a crazy person, but I'm not. I just know I don't give in and I don't give up. And when people retire or let something go, they feel like they just want to lay back. No, there's something else inside of you. Explore it. Something that you want to do when you was a child. It's never too late. And that's how I feel. It's never too late. You just don't give in, don't give up. They talk about doors closing. No door ever closed on me. There's always a window open.
Right, that's true.
My glass is always 3/4 full.
That's great. Yeah, because I think that it's inspirational to see that, you know, you were able to kind of put something you were interested in as a child, and now you're still working with that, and it's spreading out to families and friends, and now you're doing entrepreneur. You're you know, you have a gig coming up because you're working on the do-rags for the woman in Elmont.
And the prom gown.
And the prom dress.
And I love to sew. I eat, drink, and breathe it. Sometimes my daughter's like, Mom, when are you going to make dinner? And I said, in a minute. And I'm another 20 minutes on my sewing machine. And although she does not sew clothing, she does hair, she looks at me like, Mom, can you give yourself a break? But I can't. I just love to do it. I go to sleep sewing, I wake up sewing. And it's a great feeling to make money at it, y'all.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. It's turning on to that
definitely
next piece
plus.
Yeah.
Now, when you decide, and I think it's always impressive. You've always impressed me because when you came back to school, your children are grown. You have a child in high school, two grands.
Yes, 2 beautiful grands.
And at that moment, when you turn and you tell your kids, I'm going back to college, what was their thought?
My son was very excited, and my daughter was very excited. But I did not want to not give them the time they needed because they were still in school. I felt a little guilty with my daughter because I missed a bit some of her teachers' meetings. But I told her, if you put things in order, I believe you can do anything. So when I would come to school, I'd be an hour later because I would go to the library and study before I came home. I always had to set that time aside. Back during this time, I was not sewing. I was just getting my education and being a mom. But now you can't get me off the sewing machine.
Yeah.
Going back to choosing fabrics and colors, what are some of the fabrics that you do really use often that you feel make great quality?
A lot of people like satins, and a lot of people like rayons. Cotton, not so much, and spandex. A spandex material. That's the new thing
spandex
because of the leggings. But I don't make leggings. No, I haven't done that yet. I'm going to say because I'm above nothing here. Okay.
Well, you could make them, and you could. I would buy those.
Design it.
You could call them the Mouzans.
Hey, there it
That'd be good. Like you never know. They come out great. Oh, I love that.
Something that'll fit on me without falling down.
When you ladies ready, I tell you, I can do this thing. Just come to me.
That's true.
That's it. That's it. And it's amazing too. And when you came back to school. And I'm talking about after you got yourself all registered and everything, what did you find here at school? Now, you're a mature student, your kids are grown, you're back at school.
Right.
What was one of the things that struck you as interesting among students?
The thing that struck me interesting among students, I always took evening classes because I had to work in the daytime. I had my children, but very nice, very helpful. I never had a problem. The age difference, I never felt out of place or awkward. And maybe I talk too much, I don't know sometimes. But they never told me that. And a lot of people always called me Miss Pat. I just earned that respect from the air. I don't know where it came from. When I meet people and they say, this is my mom or this is Pat, they always say, hi, Miss Pat. But I love it. I love the respect that the young folks had. Yes. And I also loved working and learning something new because times change. Children, the ideas change. And by you being a certain age, you kind of get stuck in your age bracket. And I'm always willing to learn something new. So it's always interesting to me to find out a younger person view.
And their view. You're listening to Lion Tales on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. My name is Aurora Workman, along with Dr. Linda Nadian. And our guest today is Algenia Pat Mouzan, class of 2016. She is an entrepreneur, a custom designer that creates unique designers, and she teaches sewing to all audiences. Now, let's go on. What did you discover about Nassau that others may not have known?
There's always someone available to help you. Yes. Always. I did get financial aid to come. I did get a book voucher a year, but once or twice I didn't because I didn't complete the papers. And then I find that you can go, they have a place where you can go borrow money to get your books. And they give you time to pay it back. I also find that when I did not do well in a course, maybe math, I'm going to say, they had the math help room. They had a room where you can go to, sit there, and if you couldn't get it yourself, there was also a staff member there that would help you to understand it. And boy, did I need the understanding. But I finally passed that math class.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
That can be really difficult.
Man, that was really difficult when I took it at an older age, and when I came back to college, the math was just really
Yeah, I realized that too, because I think the foundation wasn't there for me. So in college, here, certain classes, I felt that I wasn't ready to take multiple choice tests in math because that just was not my thing. But I did have help, as you said, people
Teachers
that were better
very
at
good.
it.
They said, if you can't get it, you go to the math help room.
You're giving you the tips and
floor,
tricks.
And I said, what? They got somebody to help you?
Yes, and that's in with every subject, with the English and the writing center.
Yes.
And the computer center.
That is so great.
When you find that they sit you in front of the computer and they want you to do all of this, and you're like, can you speak English?
Yes, because a lot of students are intimidated coming from school, like, college, it's a big deal. It is a big deal. But guess what? You can do it.
Right.
And I believe people can do anything they put their mind to.
And having good teachers there too, and student to student is important, because then that really helps you to see it from their perspective, and it may give you little tips and tricks to help you become a better math student, for example, or better at using your skills. That's really incredible.
Now, why would you encourage people who are on age with you to come to Nassau Community College?
I would encourage them because I believe Nassau is a great school. It has excellent programs, and the staff is very attentive to your needs. And you can always find help. There's not one place you cannot turn in Nassau if you need some kind of assistance that you cannot get it. Now, I did not know that, and I am pushing my baby to come, my daughter, okay? She got something else on mine right now. I have no problem with that, but you guys are going to see her soon, I'm so sure. Because like I said, I don't give in, I don't give up.
So one day, Ponica, if you're out there, you will be a Nassau Community College alumni.
Yes, you will.
And we appreciate that. We really do. Tell us, what is one of your fondest memories here at Nassau?
The day of service when I was here, and I understand it's coming up again, and I would love to volunteer with you and come over and help you out. I had such fun. I took a picture with the Pope. I took a picture with the Lion. Very informative information about sexual harassment from you guys. Yes. And everything was so great. I know Doreen Davis helped me out a lot. Teresa, a lot of people here got your back.
They're some of the best in our admissions and financial aid departments.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
And a gentleman named, the gentleman, I forget his name, he went to the show with us.
Oh, Mark Campbell.
Mark Campbell, thank you very much.
He's a counselor also.
He was very
helpful here.
Everybody's been very nice to me. They see me coming a mile away, the little old lady there.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes.
So, well, we'd like to thank our guest, Algenia Mouzan, from the class of 2016. Remember, she's an entrepreneur, a custom designer that creates unique designs, and she teaches sewing to all audiences, and she is a proud alumni of Nassau Community College. Now, before we go, how could somebody reach you if they're looking for a designer?
Well, I have business cards that I put out, and I am online at algeniamouzan@yahoo.com. But the name of my business is AlgOTOT, which means on top of things. That's right, I am on top of things, and what you need, what you want, I got you. Okay, and I have business cards here. If you need a number or a flyer, you can just hit me up online at algeniamouzan@yahoo.com.
We want to thank you for being with us. My name is Dr. Linda Nadian, along with my fabulous friend, Aurora Workman, president of the Nassau Community College Alumni Association. The creative director of Lion Tales is Rudy J. Breedy. This show is a production of the Nassau Community College Alumni Association. Visit ncc.edu/WHPC for more information. Available as a podcast on iTunes, Android Podcasts, and Spreaker. Lion Tales is powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. We'll talk to you next week.